I've been partying with this grown ass woman. Grown ass woman.
So Gravy Production.
That I've been partying,
With a giddy soul, she keeps it wet just for flavor. And although I'm partaking all the games, I'm not a player. I'm just a swaggerific spirit mixed with natural mystic, vicious getting twisted. Been jostling through the hallways. My mental's caught up in the haze. Just going through my day till my day has to break into two egg McMuffins. Been partying for a couple nights now, and I've been thinking of some things that I should write down. In this moment, which is right now, should I talk about this pretty face or the fact that she's a grown?
Welcome back to Meet the Talents. Once again, I am Authentic Keys, your host for tonight, or one of your hosts for tonight. And we're going to transition now into somebody very special, somebody very great, somebody who is also going to be my co-host later on. But right now, she's the guest. I want you guys to give it up for Miss Lori here. And you can grab that mic right there. Lori, how are you tonight?
I am doing fabulous, and I just can't say thanks enough for having me, and this
course.
has been a blast so far.
Excellent, excellent. So we want to get a little bit more information about you, who you are, and what you do. Some people may remember Lori from just a few segments ago, where she was walking through as one of our lovely models. So is that like your main thing that you do? Model or?
Absolutely. I've kind of been branching into a little bit of everything. I'm coming from Daytona Beach, Florida.
Nice.
So super excited to be here, meeting everyone. You know, it's just one of those things. Never expected all this to happen, and just going with the flow and enjoying it, and just been doing a lot of modeling and been getting into some acting and commercials lately. So
Awesome. So what started you along this path of modeling? We'll talk about the acting and everything in a second, but what was it like? Is that the first thing you started at, right?
Yeah, that's the first thing I started
how
at.
How long?
It's been maybe about a couple years ago now, and I like to call myself kind of the underdog, you know, just something I never expected to happen. I'm not your stereotypical model, so it's been nice to kind of been inspiring to people, and they've been excited that I've kind of been a real person, showcasing what it is to, you know, kind of be a woman and be out of the stereotype.
That is an excellent point, and I don't want us to tiptoe around the stereotypical model. Like, break that down in detail, like what that means, because people like you are important when it comes to this subject.
I think growing up, it always was, if you weren't a size 0 or 6 feet tall, you kind of never had a chance. And it's just been nice that more and more people are realizing that, you know, you want to be healthy, but it's okay to be healthy and strong and have curves, and that makes you beautiful as well. So
exactly. Beauty comes in all different shapes, colors, all that, heights, packages, whatever you want to say.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah. So I want to talk a little bit more about that. Just being a model and, you know, representing like the everyday woman, so to speak. You know, has there been certain, you know, obstacles that you've seen because of you being more of like a natural woman versus like the typical standards of what America seems to think beauty is?
It's been amazing, the support from everyone. I've had so much support from complete strangers, and that's been so inspiring to have them, you know, send a shout out to me or send me a message saying that, you know, hey, you inspired me, or positivity went a long way. And it just encourages you, because there are some days that, you know, this is a tough industry.
Yes.
So you definitely have to put on some thick skin, and, you know, we all have insecurities. So you're always wondering, you know, am I tall enough, thin enough, big enough, everything.
Yes.
So it's just nice. Like I said, it's always amazing how you get support from strangers that, you know, just being yourself is inspiring. And that's helped me kind of want to push along, and you got to put yourself out there. That's the best thing I can say, is just always putting yourself out there, and you never know where you're going to end up. I'm in Boston today. I wouldn't have expected that a couple weeks ago. So.
Yeah, and I was just going to say, like, what led you to come out here from Daytona?
Just been very lucky. I've had an opportunity to work with Truera a couple times. We hit it off, you know, great company, great industry. We've been trying to connect again, and this weekend just worked out. So made some connections, and like I said, got on a plane early this morning. It's been a very early morning, 3 a.m., and, you know, I'm still going strong and just super happy to be here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the grind. It's not easy. 3 a.m.
It's a
flight.
hustle. It's a hustle.
One city, one state. Now she's all the way up here right now on this camera. It's not easy. Don't think that the Instagram pictures and all that and the bathroom selfies is where it ends. You really got to grind and really got to hustle if you want to make this thing happen.
And
So,
something I always like to say is, you know, the Instagram pictures always look glamorous, and modeling's about 2% glamorous. The rest of it is the hustle, you know, getting up early and, you know, doing those hard shots. So, and, you know, have an opportunity just to work with a bunch of different people, going somewhere you have no idea where you're going, and, you know, just kind of being flexible and, you know, just being able to go with the flow.
excellent, excellent. So I want to ask, so I'm digging your outfit tonight.
Thank you
that
so
you have
much,
on. Very
yes.
lovely. What's your general style, and like, you know, what can we like see you in? Like, what's a typical like Lori outfit that you may see?
You know, I'm always a girly girl, you know, definitely love it. You know, anything sparkly, you know, that's usually right up my alley, but I just like things that are unique. I do not like run-of-the-mill things. I like something that's a little unique. You know, this leather jacket's amazing. You know, they
It
put a
is.
little spin on it and, you know, made it sexy, and you just got to feel comfortable in it. So just feel thankful to be able to wear it today.
Awesome, awesome. You look great. once
Thank you
again.
so much. Thank you.
So you were saying that you also are getting into acting as well. So you've done some commercials at
Yes,
this point.
yes.
Tell us a little bit about that, like your experience from transitioning from model to actress.
You know, it's a whole new world, you know, and everyone just assumes it's modeling's easy, and that's the biggest misconception. Modeling is extremely challenging. Acting is extremely challenging. It's something that you do have to practice. You know, it's not something you just walk in there and throw out some lines. You definitely have to practice, and, you know, there are different ways to present yourself, and there's sometimes that you think you're going to nail an audition and you're definitely going to get it, and then you don't get a call back. And you're stumped like, what happened? I thought I nailed that. And it just goes to show that sometimes the client is just looking for something special. It doesn't have to be you personally. You didn't do anything wrong. They just have something special on their mind. So
Exactly. And then also meaning, and that doesn't mean that you're not special yourself either. You're different special for that particular moment.
absolutely. And you also have to know to not put so much pressure on yourself as well too. That, you know, sometimes they're just looking for something different, and you're going to get the next part. So,
Excellent.
like I said, just always keep putting yourself out there.
Excellent, excellent. So where do you see yourself as far as modeling and acting? Where do you see yourself in the next like 3 to 5 years?
You know, I am having so much fun. You know, I'm such a people person, and, you know, I'm just really hoping that I have a chance to do more things like this, getting to the hosting aspect a little bit more,
There you go.
helping, you know, kind of correlate it, coordinate it, whatever I can do. You know, like I said, it just seems to be a natural thing for me to just jump right into something and go from there. So,
Awesome, awesome. Okay, and you've been dropping a few different jewels throughout all the different responses you've been giving, which I appreciate. I guess like what would be your overall message if there was something like, you know, for the young girl who may be watching this or the young man who may be watching this and they're thinking about taking some of the similar steps that you've taken so far in your career, what would be your advice to them?
absolutely. Best advice is, you know, we're always waiting till we're ready, you know, and just go for it. You know, you're never going to be, you know, like fitness-wise, just or designer-wise, just start today, and you just keep getting better and do the best you can with the information you have, and like you just learn every single day. You're learning, and like I said, don't wait until you're ready. Just start out, go for it, and always put yourself out there.
Awesome. Thank you. And if we're looking for you, where can we find you?
You can definitely check me out on Instagram at lolomaymodeling, and like I said, just a lot of things there, and hopefully maybe see me on a commercial one of these days.
Nice, nice. Well, Lori, thank you very much for sharing your story.
Thank you so much.
And sharing your experience and your outfit as well.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
And one of the things you were saying is soon you're going to be getting into hosting a little bit more. So we're actually going to put you in that position tonight.
I can't wait. Thanks, guys.
So you will be my co-host for the
Woohoo,
remainder of
lucky
the
me.
evening. So right now we're going to transition and we're going to go to a quick break, and then we're going to come right back. Once again, I do want to plug Social Sundays happening every Sunday. Lori mentioned that she got here via Truera Entertainment, and Truera puts on a showcase every Sunday at Antane Club, downtown Boston, 31 India Street, called Social Sundays. Actors, comedians, poets, singers, rappers, guitarists, instrumentalists in general.
I feel like a superstar tonight. Super excited to be wearing Latin Caviar. Their designs are amazing, flattering for all women, super sexy, and like I said, look how amazing Olivia looks as well. We're
Also
feeling pretty
wearing
good up
Latin
here.
Caviar. I didn't realize that. Okay, so, and I believe we might have Latin Caviar coming up here later to talk, hopefully. So we'll get a chance to talk to them. But in the meantime, let's move on to our next guest here, the lovely Olivia. who's like superstar extraordinaire. I mentioned earlier to somebody that I am like a Swiss Army knife for entertainment, and I feel like you are the same thing from what I hear. Welcome. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I just recently moved here from Nashville, Tennessee.
Woo.
I'm trying to become an actress, model, creative, just anything like in this industry that creates and
Just trying everything. That's great.
yeah, super fun.
Awesome. So where did you start out? I understand you're multi-talented. You know, we've seen you earlier. Actually, you might remember Olivia. She's been rocking all of the
Absolutely.
different
All of her
designers
outfits.
throughout
Been
these
looking
segments.
beautiful.
Totally beautiful. But where did you start out? Did you start off modeling? Did you start off singing? Like, you know, what was your first love in the arts, so to speak?
I think I've like pretty much always known that this is what I've wanted to do. Like since I was pretty much born, I've always just been like, I want to do this. And so my mom just like recently was like, oh, you can like start trying to do it because she didn't want me to like too young. And so I started just like modeling, doing like a few photo shoots here and there. And then Nashville, since it's Music City, there's a bunch of music videos. So I started doing that, and then I just kind of like kept doing more and more gradually.
So are you into music as well? Do you play a bunch of instruments, or what is it that you're passionate about?
So I really like singing, but I've never done like professional lessons or anything. So I mostly do covers on my YouTube channel.
Awesome.
It's Olivia Reese. So, and I play
I'll
guitar
have to check that out.
and ukulele.
Oh, awesome.
Ukulele, that's a new one, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. So how long have you been getting into the music part of things and doing your covers?
Probably about like 2 years, I'd say. Like I used to a lot when I was little, but they were not very good. And then recently I've started like to do them more frequently.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Are you with like a band, or do you usually just do things at home, or what's kind of...
Yeah. I usually just do them on my own, and then sometimes me and my friends will like film videos together doing like covers and stuff like that, but not right now.
Awesome. And how old are you?
I just turned 16.
Happy belated birthday.
Yeah, happy
Thank
birthday.
you.
16-year-old extraordinaire.
Yeah.
So how does a 16-year-old who models, is into music, does a bunch of music videos, how do you end up here in Boston with us tonight?
So my mom and dad both were born and raised here, and so
Shouts to mom and dad.
yeah.
Mom's here tonight as well. Thank you, Mom.
Yeah. Whenever I would come up here and visit all the time, I just like realized that I wanted to be up here, because whenever we'd leave, we'd be like, oh, we don't want to leave, we want to stay. So then we were like, we'll move, and then if we don't like it, we can always move back. So YOLO.
You only live once.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, all these talented things you're doing, do you have time for sports or anything else in school that you get to just be a 16-year-old?
Yeah. So I like to hang out with friends like after school, obviously, and stuff like that. And at school, I used to do a lot of theater, stuff like that, and dance, and then I also played lacrosse.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Little team camaraderie, always love that.
Yeah.
Nice.
What's the school?
I now go to Norwood High School, but I did go to Hendersonville High School in Tennessee.
Oh, okay. Shout outs to both schools.
Taylor Swift's
Yeah.
old high school.
Oh,
okay.
see?
Nice.
Talent coming from
Nice.
there for sure.
And what are some of your influences as a young artist? Like, you know, where do you get your inspiration from?
I think I'm mostly inspired by my mom, because like she's just like a great person overall. So like I want to be like
Shout-outs to
her.
Mom, you know?
And I like a bunch of, like, there's a bunch of singers that I like, Billie Eilish, Lynn and Stella. I really like them and aspire to be like them and
Awesome.
just follow in their footsteps.
Do you have any big plans coming up? Anything you're practicing for or getting ready for?
Not really as of right now. I'm just kind of getting settled here from moving and trying to like scout.
Get in your groove
Yeah.
and get used to school and
Yeah.
everything goes along with that.
Yeah.
That's great.
Awesome. Well, I mean, there's a lot of opportunity out here. As I'm sure you've met people in the back room and everything and behind the scenes, a lot of different fashion designers, a lot of different music people. So you're definitely in the right place
Yeah.
as far as, you know, networking. And I'm pretty sure we'll probably be seeing you real soon everywhere.
Everyone
hope
is.
so.
Superstar in the making.
So where's all your social media? Where can we find you?
My Instagram is liv.reese, and then I also have Facebook and Snapchat, which is Olivia Reese. And then I have, that's pretty much it.
And you mentioned your
And
YouTube as well.
YouTube Olivia Reese, yeah.
Okay, awesome. Great place to start. And I guess one of my last questions I would want to ask you is just from, being a young artist, finding your voice and everything and building yourself up, what's the main message you want to put out there from all your different talents and, your display into the arts and entertainment?
Probably mostly just be yourself, because there's going to be pretty much a lot of people that don't approve of what you're doing, or think that you can't or whatever, and you just do it and tell them you can.
I love it. That's so good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And I guess, and this is kind of going off the same thing, like you just put a great message out there. Any advice or experiences you want to share as far as being this young artist once again and balancing all these things? So, you can't, school. I don't know if you're still doing lacrosse, but,
Yeah, everything, trying to
the
balance
singing,
it
all
all.
these different things. How are you balancing that with your schoolwork? And any advice you have for people who have the same passion and interest as you?
Yeah, so basically, if I know that I'm going to be doing a shoot or a gig or something like that, then I'll just let my teachers know that I'm going to be absent and get on my work and do it, because I'm when I'm out here doing stuff, I'm learning stuff that you can't in a classroom. So I'm you might as well do it right now and then make up the work. So just try to balance everything out.
And are your teachers usually understanding about that?
Yeah, pretty much. For the most part, as long as my grades are okay. If they weren't, then I could understand why they wouldn't be.
Of everything you've done, what has been one of your favorite events? Like a music video, like a competition? What has been one of your favorite memorable things?
I think one of my favorite things that I've been a part of was a music video for an artist, Caroline Romano. She is in Nashville also, and she shot a music video in a diner. So we were all wearing 50s clothes, and it was just super fun. And it was until 3 in the morning. It was just a really fun shoot.
What a great experience already. 16 years old. She's doing great.
Olivia, I see big things for you.
Thank you.
You have great energy, a lot of potential, and I look forward to seeing you doing stuff here in the city and outside the city. Maybe we'll have the opportunity to work together. You can show up at some of our showcase that we do sometime. But I definitely see great things for you. Thank you.
Would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself?
My name's Isaiah Joseph, and I have my own clothing brand, Never Satisfied.
Never Satisfied. And I noticed that you have a different logo on your shirt. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so Never Satisfied is my brand, but I knew that I was going to have an abbreviation for it, because that's honestly a mouthful. So 9/6 is just my short abbreviation for it. So 9/6 is also my birthday, and it's also the abbreviation for it. The NS is basically my monogram.
Nice. I like that. That's tight. Very creative.
So if we want to find you online, do we go by 9/6 or Never Satisfied?
Yeah,
or a little bit of
Never
both?
Satisfied is the name of my brand, and also the handle. You can follow me on Instagram, Never Satisfied _NS. It's my brand page.
Excellent, excellent. So Isaiah, what made you want to start Never Satisfied? What's the meaning? First of all, I love the name. What's the meaning to you behind that phrase or that name of your brand, Never Satisfied?
Never Satisfied to me is not being complacent. It's not being accepting of what's given to you. It's taking what you feel you deserve. And I've always had a big passion in fashion. I've had numerous influences in different categories, from high-end to casual. So for me, my brand was just taking all my influences and putting my imprint onto it, because 9/6 is my birthday. It's a piece of me. So for people wearing my brand, they're getting a piece of me and what they're doing also.
Excellent, excellent.
You mentioned you kind of have a little bit of Asian flair as well. That's one of your big inspirations.
For me, I feel like I have a cultural influence in a lot of different places that I take inspiration from. There's a lot of African inspiration in my brand. There's a lot of Asian inspiration in my brand. There's even inspiration from here in Boston, too, from where we grew up. So I just take a little bit of everything and incorporate it into my pieces.
And you're from Boston here?
Yeah.
Nice.
Grew up in
great.
Cambridge.
Very good.
Nice, nice. And what was it like growing up in Cambridge, and what are some of the experiences you're bringing from growing up in that area and how it relates into your clothes?
Well, growing up in the Boston area, it's definitely a slower paced scene, but when you throw yourself into there and realize that there are other artists out there and there are other creatives that are working towards the same thing that you do, you find this whole community of people that you knew wasn't even there before. And I feel like that's what I've been doing lately is me starting my brand. I'm only been about 6 months in. And
wow.
for me, it's just
awesome.
my main focus now is my marketing, my promotion, my getting myself out there and learning from other artists and what they do with their brands, and hopefully I can incorporate that into what I do. And it's basically like the whole community networking process.
Awesome, awesome.
Do you have any big events coming up? Anything you're looking forward to or preparing for?
Well, I did do a showcase with my friends, and for me, right now, like I said, I'm focused on my promotion and my branding, so I definitely want to get my brand out there. But definitely for me, I'm mostly focused on like selling my products through my online e-commerce, and I feel like that's something that I'm really focusing on at the moment is getting products out there to people. Because that's what I want. It's just people to have my clothes.
And tell us again, where can we find you online?
You can find me online on Instagram, and it's neversatisfied_NS.
Nice. And so we talked a little bit about the undershirt you have on with the logo on it. Is that flannel also a part of your line?
Yeah, these are actually the same design. The logo's right here on the sleeve.
You mind standing up real quick and get your model on for us, man?
So right now I have this t-shirt.
Oh, you gotta check out the back too.
It's
The
my
back looks
Shuriken
awesome.
design, and this, like I said, there's a lot of Asian inspiration from my designs and stuff like that. So I have the logo here on the sleeve, and then also on the back I have
It looks really
my Shuriken grid.
Nice.
This is like the logo
Sharp,
that I
yeah.
have for the shirt.
I like that. A lot of
It's
drip
just a
going on,
heat
man.
press logo. It's a one piece. I have other colors of this flannel too, but this is my favorite one. The yellow is always bright, pops out.
I love
Nice.
the colors. Looks good.
Nice. And how old are you?
I'm 22.
22 years old.
Young
starting out.
entrepreneur, doing great already.
What's been your experience so far in this, in the fashion business and trying to start your brand? Like, what have been some of the obstacles you've seen in the first 6 months, and what advice do you have to people around your age or younger who's trying to continue this process and do what you're doing?
For me, the most important thing is patience and to go at your own pace, because even people who are established for 2 years have no idea what they're doing. And the whole thing about it is there's no formula on success, but if you're doing it through passion and joy and just pure happiness, like I found that I've been doing, then anything that you accomplish is a plus.
I love that. That's so true. Someone can be doing something for so long, and you're always learning, always growing, and someone along the way is always teaching you something, so that's great.
Excellent, excellent. So we're going to have to wrap up at this point, but Isaiah, I do want to thank you for coming on to the show and sharing your brand with us. I look forward to seeing you in the future, different fashion showcases and supporting your stuff out there, and I'm definitely going to check out Never Satisfied myself. Once again, this has been Meet the Talents, and we're going to be right back.
So
I'm sorry.
Thank you. When can we expect your line for us to be able to go online and purchase something, or a storefront?
Oh, it's gonna be like online soon at the end of this year.
End of this year,
But
great.
besides that, I'm gonna be promoting. People should follow me. You know, I still sell stuff directly, and I do a lot of like shows and stuff like that. And you know, you can get it whenever you want it. A little bit of Latin caviar.
Awesome. And as we can see, we got some of the models here. Once again, Olivia out here with the Latin caviar fit on. And you
She
want to
looks
kind of
so
just
good.
break down these designs and some of your inspirations as they walk through?
Oh, well, this is a very comfy and elegant style, you know. She can use this with some booties as classic, with the sunglasses. Also could be like sporty too. You can give it a twist with some sneakers.
Nice.
Also, yeah, this is depending how you guide your hair and the type of shoes that you have on. But I like
nice.
very comfy stuff, you know, that
love the
makes women
material,
feel
too. Yeah, that
yes,
was beautiful.
confident, hug your style and everything.
Very nice.
We have here like this like sports sweatsuit type of thing. You
That's
can
dope.
like use it with the heels, also with the sneakers. Will look very nice like to go out for eat or to party, you know.
Yeah, I love that
Very
she's rocking the
sexy.
heels with it too.
Yeah,
That
I
looks
love
great.
it.
The
yeah.
heels, the
Latin
the
caviar is
fur,
sexy.
the
It's, like,
glasses,
confident.
yeah.
Every girl from small to 3X, sexy, like curvy.
Yeah,
And
that's
also
definitely
for the
something I
guys.
want.
All right, here we go. Let's get some,
Oh, now we
Exactly.
got
some
the
gender
guys
equality
going
in here. I
on.
like this.
Yeah, classic, you know, with the glasses, you know,
All the glasses are amazing too.
Yeah,
They're
they
super
are.
unique.
like in Hollywood, you know.
All right.
That's Latin caviar.
I'm digging
Confident,
the fit.
sexy.
I'm digging the fit. And so earlier you were saying that, you know, people should follow you. Where can we find you?
On Instagram.
Okay, and what's your Instagram?
My Instagram is Latin caviar, the same way how you say.
All right, good.
Latin caviar.
Latin
Latin caviar.
That is such a dope, sexy, like
Yes.
appealing name.
It's provocative.
Yeah, it
huh?
is. It
Very
is. I really
provocative.
Like that. I really like that.
Yes.
So what would be your main message to, you know, people who are out here, like maybe younger people who are watching right now and they have an idea in their head and they don't know how to go about starting it? What would be some of the advice that you would give?
To expose themselves, however they see on any platform nowadays. You see that we have the net. You can expose yourself and make your own page. To expose yourself. Tell friends to share your stuff. To give stuff to friends. Give away a lot of stuff. You need to, like, you know, just expose yourself, spend a little money, you know, and get the good connections. You know?
It takes money to make money. You hear she said you have to give away some of your stuff in the beginning.
Of course, you have to.
That's
You
hard
have
for a
to.
lot of people, I know, but
Yeah,
you want to
but,
build
you know,
your brand and get it
You
out
need
there.
to lose to win, you know? You need to lose to win. In a way, some people see it like that, but you need to invest. I see it like an investment.
It's investing in yourself, absolutely.
Exactly.
Because
And
the more
what you
people
love.
that can get your brand out there is going to
Exactly.
give you followers and go from there.
Even though the people say, oh, no, that you don't need. Yes, you do need money. Yes, you do need to work hard. Yes,
takes
you
money
do
to
need
make
to
money.
focus on what you want to do. If you want to get it, like, you have to. And, you know, work hard. Work hard, play hard.
Excellent. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Helen, you've been awesome. Your clothes have been awesome.
They're beautiful, yes.
Everything
Thank
out
you.
here has
Thank
been
you,
great.
guys.
I look forward to seeing more of you in the future in various showcase
Yes.
places. I understand we have a Level Up Fashion Gala. I'm pretty sure you might be
Yeah.
aware of happening
Yeah.
February 17th. Coordinate with Truera, but it's great. Thank you for being
Yeah,
here.
thank you so much, guys.
Through the hallways, my mental's caught up in the haze. Just going through my day till my day has to break into two egg McMuffins. Been partying for a couple nights now, and I've been thinking of some things that I should write down. In this moment, which is right now, should I talk about this pretty face?